Hey, everybody, and we're back with another episode of Two Dope Ass Grandmas. I am your host, the infamous, the legendary, the one, the only, Day.
Yes, she's all that. Wow.
And a bag of chips.
Yes. I am PJ.
My
Just
baby.
just PJ, and I got Coco with me. So I don't know about the legendary and all of that, but
What's good, boo?
what's happening, baby?
We back.
Back for another show.
As always.
We got some juicy topics today. Some stuff that I know you love talking about.
Yes, I'm really excited about this show because we usually don't get to do a deep dive about politics. And this show, we are.
Yes, my boo's favorite topic. Something she's very passionate about, and I love that she's passionate about it. So we're gonna have some good discussion today. I believe.
Yes. So if you follow me on all social media platforms, I am Dave Madison. You will know that I dive deep into racism and politics. And today we're going to touch bases on a lot of things that are actually affecting us in our community, in our state.
Yeah, we're gonna hit on a lot of good topics. So as she said, you can follow her on,
I am Day Madison on all social media platforms.
and you can follow me on she_is_PJ.
So, are you going to send us to where we need to be?
Let's get it going, baby.
Let's go.
So today, our hot seat. A lot of times we have two separate hot seats. We're gonna have just one today. But it is a collective group of people that we are putting on this hot seat.
And I hate them all.
Well, hate's such a strong word.
I said I hate them
Okay.
all.
Okay, y'all. So that's what I'm saying about my boo and her passion around politics. So today, a hot seat has Donald Trump, ICE, and the federal government.
All three of them.
All of them, all collectively. That's just three groups, but a large group of people, all in the hot seat for traumatizing parents, children, and whole communities in states like Illinois, particularly cities like Chicago,
Yes.
L.A., Portland, New York City.
Yes.
And for attacking people's livelihoods and taking food out of kids' mouths. So we're gonna talk about it. It's several. I guess it would say it's several levers that they are pulling that are making life for people really challenging right now. And so that's why we got them in the hot seat, and that's why we want to talk about it, because we know it's affecting a lot of people.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. So let's start with ICE, because they are here in Chicago. Not sure where you all live, but you know that we currently, Dave from New York. I'm from Chicago. We live here in the city, and ICE is here. They are here aggressively, and they have inundated multiple neighborhoods and really just causing havoc everywhere, and they seem to be enjoying it. And it's really traumatizing, not just for the people, the parents that are being affected, but the children who are being traumatized and are seeing things that I'm sure that they never thought that they would see at such a young age, and things that we never thought we'd see living here in Chicago, in America, right?
Right. Before I start, fuck ICE.
Okay.
First and foremost.
That's a good start.
First and foremost, I'm going to start off by saying fuck ICE.
That's a good start, babe.
That's number one. Women are taking their children to school and getting picked up and not returning home.
Yep.
Fathers are going to work and getting picked up and not returning home. The things that we are seeing in these communities is devastating. These are not, these are kidnappers.
Basically, yeah.
They are kidnapping people day and night in our communities with no warrants. Mask kidnappers.
Yeah. Imagine that. Just somebody walking up to you, don't introduce themselves, don't show you any proof of anything. I mean, in these city, you could be anybody behind a mask and just
Right.
grab you, throw you to the ground, throw you in a unmarked vehicle and
Right.
take off. And that's it.
This is what's going on. If you don't live in Portland, New York, Chicago, California, you can't imagine what is going on in these cities. It is devastating watching this.
Yeah.
And it's not much that we can do. There's a couple of things that we are doing. One, the whistle. So if you see this is happening, you are to blow a whistle.
Right.
Blow the whistle 3 times, 3 long times if you see this is happening, to form a crowd. Get people around. Make them come around so they can start taking pictures. They can start videotaping. Get information.
Yeah, it's really kind of become, I mean, this whole whistle thing is just sort of become a line of defense in Chicago that people understand. They're giving out the whistles. I don't know if
Yes.
I saw recently just walking through a neighborhood, they're just laying them on the fence
Yes.
and people just kind of grab them. But they understand that there's a certain cadence that you use, whether it's a 3 short
Yes.
beeps or long
3
ones
long.
or 1 or 2. But they're letting people know or alerting them that ICE is in the area, and either we want people to come and help, or if you are someone that they may be targeting,
Yes, stay in your
to
house.
we want you to run for safety. So
Yes.
it means different things to different people, but the whole point of it is to galvanize the community around some bullshit activity that is happening that's being driven by our federal government, basically.
Yes. If you're in your home, do not leave your home. They are not supposed to be able to go into your home. They don't have warrants.
Correct.
They don't have warrants.
They can't go into most establishments, most restaurants, most businesses. If you do not want them in, unless you invite them in, yeah, they can't come in. So it's a very just unsettling and unnatural situation to be happening here in the United States of America.
Mayor Brandon Johnson started the ice-free zones. So if you have a business and you would like your business to be an ice-free zone, you can put a sign up stating that they are not allowed in your business.
Correct.
We have a sign on our home that states hands off Chicago, letting you know that's our stance.
Right.
We don't fuck with ICE.
Yeah, and you're seeing a lot more of those signs pop up. They give them out free, and
Yes.
just letting people know where you stand, that you stand with your neighbors. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm going to protect my neighbor. Undocumented or documented.
Correct.
Unless you MAGA, then you on your own. And that's where I stand. Period. If you MAGA, you on your own. But undocumented or documented, I'm going to protect my neighbor. You can take a Know Your Rights training. Everybody needs to take a Know Your Rights training. It's online.
Yep.
Take it.
Yeah, and who would have thought that we would be needing this training? Because now they're saying that, yeah, even just walking around with your driver's license, that may not be enough.
They are picking up documented or undocumented people. And if you don't have your driver's license with you or any kind of documentation, they will give you a $130 fine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a law, but nobody ever,
Yeah, nobody. Yeah. No,
nobody
nobody
ever,
said you got to be walking around with your ID.
right.
And in some states, some instances, they're saying maybe even your passport, or if it's not a real ID, which you need a passport or a birth certificate to prove that you are a U.S. citizen, that even a driver's license in some cases, babe, may not be enough. So can you imagine having to walk around with your passport, with your birth certificate?
So they're giving out $130 fines to people who's not walking around with their documentation, even if you're documented,
Crazy.
just to mess with you.
It's yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. So I don't know if you're not in one of the big cities, you may be oblivious to it. I don't know how. If maybe if you're not on social media, you're not turning on the TV, listening to radio, or watching anything that shows what's going on in these cities and states, we would tell you it's real. It's the real deal, and it's sad, especially when you think about the people that have come over here hoping for something better, right? Hoping for a better life. And many of them are working, are taking their children to school.
Paying taxes.
Yeah, opening up their business that serves the community. They're just doing the things that, any of us would be doing, and are being targeted, right? Targeted at their place of work, targeted coming out of their homes, out of schools, out of churches. It's really it's sad. It's really disheartening, especially as we head into the holiday season, because
Yes.
it's not gonna let up. It's not gonna stop.
No, it's going to get worse.
So that's why we have Mr. Trump and ICE, and Mr. Trump associated, or Donald Trump, or whatever you call him, is associated with all of these situations. Should we talk about the government shutdown?
Hell yeah. Let's get into that.
So I think with day 28.
I think so.
I think day 28. I think it's the second right now. I think the second longest shutdown ever, and affecting about 1.4 million people. Half either being furloughed or half. Can you imagine working without getting paid? No paycheck. TSA workers, the flight controllers,
Traffic
traffic
controllers.
controllers, IRS workers. I mean, you name it. Anybody working in the federal government, in the federal system, teachers, just not getting paid, working without pay, or just furloughed. We'll call you back. We'll call you. So day 28, and that is basically a who's going to, of all these rich and important and powerful people, who's going to twitch or who's going to move first. And nobody's moving. Everybody's holding firm in their stance. And as of this taping, we are getting very close to the first time in a long time where people will not be getting their SNAP benefits.
Well, with this whole government shutdown, right? Let's just be very clear. This is a Republican government shutdown. I want to be very clear with this, right? And I want to be very, very clear. Because for some reason, the Republicans want to constantly keep trying to let the public think that this is a Democratic shutdown.
Democrats
This
don't
is
control nothing.
The Democrats don't control anything. This is a Republican shutdown. And every time they sit down to try to make a deal, the Democrats are not budgeting because the health insurance part of the deal, they're leaving out of it. And nobody trusts these goddamn Republicans. And they keep talking about, oh, we're going to put that part of the deal in there later. Y'all fucking liars. Y'all are liars. How the hell? We're not going to believe y'all. You going to put that in the deal later? Ain't nobody going to sign off on this deal and then later on believe that you're going to add this in later? Health insurance premiums is about to double. You need to add that in now. You don't care anything about the fact that all of these Americans are about to not be able to afford health insurance, all because Obama made the Affordable Care Act.
It's sad. Another very sad situation on top of sad situations. People, again, we're going into the holidays, and people are not getting paid. And if you do, if the government has deemed that you should receive these SNAP benefits, particularly for the kids, for the children that it supports, something like 15 million children eat off of SNAP, that these kids aren't going to have food on the table. Their parents aren't going to have an opportunity or a way to buy food, let alone prepare for holidays, whether it be, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever. So it's going to be a tough holiday season if the government shutdown doesn't end soon.
Yeah, I have a tenant that's furloughed. And so she can't pay her rent. I have to cover her rent.
And I'm sure her story is like many millions more. And that just becomes a trickle down effect, right?
Yeah.
Because she's not getting paid, so she can't pay her rent. Now you have to use money that maybe you had deemed for something else to go toward the rent for that property. And ultimately something, has to get cut out. And it is a trickle down effect that ultimately affects everybody.
Right.
So we're in day 28 as of this taping, and we hope by the time we release this episode that the shutdown will be over. But at this point, nobody's budging, and it's sad. It's definitely unfortunate. A lot of people that are being impacted.
So our response to SNAP, 42 million people, including 15 million children that are possibly, as of November 1st, losing their benefits.
42 million people, 15 million children. Yeah.
Our response is that we're going to be collecting donations and money. I contacted our local church here, and we're going to be taking donations and trying to organize with our HOA here and getting some food over to the food pantry as much as possible. In addition to that, for our household, we have to budget.
Yeah.
We had a large eating out budget for our household. I am now cooking. And people don't realize that SNAP is a large amount of money that feeds into the supermarkets, right? And so when the supermarkets get hit, well, when they get hit and they are not getting that amount of money anymore, they're going to feel that loss. So their response to that, they're going to raise their prices.
Yeah, that's generally what happens when demand lowers and they got to make profits. A way to do that is to increase the price of goods. So it's that, and when people don't have food on their table, it gets serious because people will do anything that they need to do, not just to even put food into their stomach, but to put food in their babies' stomachs, right?
Right.
And so
Crime.
it gets serious out here. It gets really really dangerous. And I know some people, oh, why don't they just go get a job, right? If it was, obviously there are opportunities for some people to go get a job, but when we talk about 40 million people and 15 million children, those children can't go get a job, right?
Right.
They're relying on,
Their parents.
their parents who are relying on the government. So they're basically relying on the government to feed them.
And you don't think that this is going to force us into a recession? You don't think this is going to hurt the economy? Like,
Yeah, the economy's already hurt.
right. You don't think it's going to hurt it even more?
Economy's all already hurt. So yeah, I mean, and we'll talk a little bit about in all the tea kind of some of the things that we're doing more. But you're right, the economy is already affected, and Donald Trump likes to say that this is one of the best economies that there's ever been. It is quickly becoming one of the worst. Better for people that are very wealthy, people that have their money in the stock
1%.
market, people that own, real estate, or people that, that can be involved with big institutional investment type firms, those type of millionaire, billionaire people. They're doing great, but the average person is not doing so great. So this is definitely contributing to his legacy and the folks that are in power making these decisions, because people, I'm sure, are not going to forget this. I mean, we're not even a year into this term, and people have experienced a lot of really bad hardships in a very short amount of time, and we still got 3 years to go.
I mean, this all is going to be a trickled effect. People are bound when people, well, we're going to get into a whole lot of things, but people are not going to be able to afford to go into stores, which means that people are going to get laid off, which means that people are going to lose their jobs, which means that people are not going to be able to afford to pay their rent or their mortgage. This is all going to be a trickle effect.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say that he doesn't understand. He doesn't care.
Right. Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Well, it's not affecting him, and it's not affecting most of the people that are making the decisions.
Right.
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 They're still going home. Their pantries are full.
Yes.
Their bank accounts are overflowing. They are going to be enjoying the holiday, partying it up, traveling to wherever they want to travel.
Right.
And so, yeah, when they don't feel it and it doesn't affect them, they can just, make those decisions, which is sad.
Like somebody said the other day, they was like, oh, Trump doesn't care about the health insurance doubling. I said, why should he care? He doesn't have health insurance. When he gets sick, he just calls a doctor and pay that bill on the spot.
He got the best.
Billionaires don't have health insurance.
As the president, he's got the best health care you could ever want at his fingertips. So
Let him
So
tell her he just had an MRI and it was perfect.
we know not to believe anything that man says.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Hands on fire. So yeah, that's our hot seat, and sets the stage for today's conversation and discussion, and it's just natural for us because this is what we've been talking about in our homes. This is what we're talking about with our family members, with our friends, with people that we work with. So it's just natural that these are the topics they on our mind, and we know they on everybody else's mind. So this is the stuff that we thought we chop it up about today.
So the next segment is all the tea, or as our editor likes to call it, all our tea.
Yes.
And what are we doing to fight back? Right? And I love to fight.
Yes, she does.
I do. And it's sad that every morning I get up and I bombard PJ with just, I am just, I get up every morning just driven by politics. And that's just what this world has me doing every day. I'm just driven by politics and race relations, and that's just what's on my mind on a daily basis. And so, what are we doing as a unit? What are we doing as a family to fight back? Right? And so, this is what we're doing. If ICE is active in your city, well, this is what we suggest that you do. First and foremost, if ICE is active in your city, there are free actions that you can do. Join a whistle packing event to bundle whistles and info cards, right? So basically, what that is that you can find an event in your city if ICE is active. And basically, these events are you just go there and you pack up whistles in plastic baggies with an info card, and you are basically helping to get these whistles out. They need you to get these whistles packed up.
Yes.
So just find them. You can find events on social media, and they have them in these cities.
Yep.
Volunteer at a school drop-off and pick-up point to help families feel safe. In the morning and in the afternoon, they need volunteers at schools where ICE are active. They need people there to protect families that are picking up their children.
Yeah, and I've seen that they have just sign-ups, different, whether it be different Facebook or Instagram pages, churches, schools, where they have sign-up where you can get with the people that are working in a specific community, and you can be a part of the convoy of people that pick these kids up, take them to school, grab them from school, bring them back home, and make sure that the parents are not parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles are not targeted by ICE while the kids are just trying to go to school.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. If you're a business owner, display a hands-off Chicago sign or ICE-free zone sign to show your space is safe.
They've shown people running into some of these stores.
Yes.
Right. If they can get away, or a storefront is close enough and they can run into that storefront, ICE cannot follow them into that location.
Yes.
and continue to harass them. So that's important.
Yes. If you see someone targeting someone, don't be silent. Blow your whistle. Alert others. Record. 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 Use your camera phone.
Yes.
Record.
Yeah.
And check on your neighbors. Be kind. This is so important. Check on your neighbors. Knock on the door. Be kind. All of these things are free.
Yes.
They're free.
Don't cost nothing.
Doesn't cost a thing.
Yeah, because you never know what that neighbor's going through, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Davon and I, we work with, with the people that support us with the properties or even with our home, and some of them have told us about their concern with ICE and targeting them and their families. So, they're people that we're working with every day that would support us and that we support back, and that we just want them to be able to go home every day to their kids, right? Just like everybody else.
Yeah. Actions that cost some money. Donate to a food pantry. If you have it, please try. It's about to get sticky.
It already is. I
Yeah.
agree. They hiding some of these numbers, but it's already getting very sticky. People are definitely gonna need help with basic everyday items, whether it be food, clothing, personal hygiene items, socks, shoes, all of that type of stuff.
Yeah. Buy from black and brown vendors so they can close early and be safe with their families, especially brown vendors. Your taco truck, your tamale truck. Go out there.
Bakeries, candy stores, all
Yes.
yes. Yeah.
Go in those Hispanic areas. Buy, buy, so they can go home early and be safe.
Did you see the group of
The
bike
bikes,
bike
I
bike
love
riders?
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
They rode through our neighborhood that day. They were over here on by the lakes.
In Pilsen,
Yeah, they started out on the lakefront and they were riding that way, going toward Pilsen. Yeah.
it's this group of bike riders. They ride around together and they ride deep. Big shout out to them. They go to these Hispanic
Heavily
areas,
Hispanic areas. Yeah.
heavily Hispanic areas, Pilsen,
Little
Little
Village. Yeah.
Village, yes.
Yeah.
And they go and they will buy out their stores. They
Yes.
eat.
Yes.
They go and they eat at their stores. So these vendors can go home early and be safe.
Yeah, they actually buy a day's worth of their goods. They either
Yes.
eat it or they buy enough to take with them and gift
Yes.
out to others. So you imagine, not only are you helping them, but the food you can donate to others that are not getting a good meal every day. So it has dual purpose.
Yes.
And so I just thought that was a cool idea.
So dope. So
Yeah,
dope.
very
So
dope.
big shout out to them. That's mutual aid.
Yeah.
Not only are they feeding themselves, they are taking the food and feeding other people. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we have to do as a community. This is mutual aid.
Facts, babe.
We have to be creative. This is what we have to do. You have to start thinking outside of the box.
If you care. Right. That's what it's
Period.
about. If you care.
PJ, that's it.
Yeah.
If you care. And guess what? You want somebody to care about you? You want somebody to care about you? Because one day, you going to be in a bind. One day, you going to need help. And black folks, they coming after us next. Shit, they coming after us now.
We better never get too comfortable.
They coming after us now.
Don't get too comfortable. Yeah.
They picking up Haitians. They detained us over there in South Shore.
Yeah, I sure did. Sure did.
So, come on now. Other things that we are doing personally. We are boycotting Home Depot. Fuck y'all. I said what I said.
See you at Menards.
Ace Hardware, Lowe's, and any mom and pop hardware store, because Home Depot is allowing ICE to come on their grounds and arrest people.
That's wild. That's so
crazy.
That's wild.
Diabolical.
Especially when you think about their consumer base and the number of brown people in there buying materials. Buying materials,
just go there.
Buying equipment.
This is what you doing.
Yeah.
This is what you doing, Home Depot.
Crazy.
We will dog you out like we did Target. We will dog you out like we did Target.
Yeah, this is stuff.
You are now on a chopping block.
It's about to be over.
Fuck you, Home Depot.
All right, there it is. Done.
Ace, Lowe's, Menards, local mom and pop stores.
Mm-hmm.
Find them. Find them. There is a mass economic blackout starting November 25th to December 2nd. Listen to me and listen to me very clear. And I need y'all to understand this. I need you to start buying things prior to the blackout, November 25th. And I want you to start buying the things local, black, brown, small. So find your farmer's market, your small bodega supermarkets, okay? Your black and brown supermarkets, and you buy your things from there, okay? If you have to go to your big box supermarkets, buy sale items. November 25th, stop. Don't buy a thing until December 3rd. Coco growled.
Coco saying, y'all hear Big Mama. Y'all hear what Big Mama said.
Look at she growling. She growling, don't y'all buy nothing. Don't mess this up. Coco said, don't mess this up.
They gonna do right, baby. They gonna do right. They gonna do right.
Don't buy nothing. If it's an emergency and you have to buy anything during that time, make sure it's small, local, brown, or black. Only feed into that circle. Do not give to big corporations.
Clear.
Are we clear?
I think we clear.
I hope we clear.
Okay.
All
I
right?
like that.
Now, this is another thing that we're doing. Christmas is fucking canceled.
A lot of people are canceling Christmas.
Christmas is canceled.
Yeah. A lot of people. And we got a grandbaby.
Yeah, listen, Linda. We gonna get her a couple things. It's not like she don't have a million things already.
She don't need nothing.
She really don't. iPads, bikes, scooters. She has it all. We gonna get her a couple of things, right?
Yeah.
We gonna get her a couple of things prior to this economic blackout.
Yes.
And then that's it.
Yeah, because it's really about spending time together, right? And making memories, not about, opening a bunch of gifts, especially when, it's just tough, right?
It's
tough for a
tough.
lot of people. And so I'm in fully supportive of that, Big Mama.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to get her a couple things before November 25th. After November 25th, there is no more shopping in this house. No more shopping.
I'm with that.
Everything is done after that.
We don't need nothing anyway.
And let me tell you something, and to be real honest, you might not want to be in those streets after that. Because if they cutting off SNAP, it's going to be real greasy in these streets.
Boy.
People going to be looking The YNs might be out there. I'm just saying.
It won't be just the YNs, babe, because I don't know, something like 80% of the people on Snap is not YNs.
I'm just saying,
So
but people is gonna be looking to get some money to make Christmas happen in their households.
yeah.
And they gonna do what they need to do by any means necessary.
Yeah. And then we also, you have people that are just going to take advantage and then looking for people to take advantage of. And so try not to be a victim because it's going to be, it might be a tough holiday season.
It's gonna get
I'm
a little
hoping not.
sticky out there.
I'm hoping not,
So
but
keep your head on the swivel.
as we always say anyway, right?
We always say keep your head on. So, but my little non-melanated people, they not used to keeping their head on a swivel.
Oh, they're going to learn. They're going to learn. Yeah.
You know,
We might have to give lessons to that swivel lessons one day. Show them how to.
They don't know how to keep their head on a swivel. They walk around with a lot of entitlement and think that nothing can happen to them. They gonna get got this season
Something can happen to anyone
at any time.
anytime. Yeah.
All right. Last call, PJ.
Last call. Well, it just in sort of keeping with our theme, we getting toward the end of the year. And I would say for the last call, it's the last time this year to think about somebody other than ourselves, right? And to think about how you can support those that are less fortunate than you, those that have less that can't, put on the holiday, whether it be just a couple of gifts for their kids or even provide a meal. So we just want to remind people because it is something that we definitely do every time this time of year, right? We have a relatively sizable homeless population here in Chicago. There are multiple sort of homeless camps, as you would call them, where people have tents and whatnot. And it starts to get cold, in Chicago around November. But what we've done, multiple years is taken shoes, socks, clothes, toothbrushes, things like that. A lot of times they don't want food because you don't know what's in pre-cooked food. But they could always use a extra pair of socks, blankets, underwear, T-shirts, right, things of that nature. So we'll be doing that as we normally do. As Day mentioned earlier, we definitely are going to be on top of this food drive because there are a lot of people that that are not eating the way they should be, or the way, certainly not the way we are. So we have the means to support a family or support some people that are not getting the food and getting the nutrition, particularly with children. So we want to help in that way. Yeah. So we just want y'all to think about that as well. We are blessed, and we know many of y'all out there are blessed as well. So just think about those that may not be so blessed, particularly as we come into this holiday season, and particularly with all the shit that's going on. Like people just may not be feeling their best. So anything that you can do to support people, maybe put a smile on somebody's face, put some food in their stomach, it would go a long, long way.
Try to pay it forward.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is a good discussion, babe. We got to talk about all the stuff you like to talk about.
I know you never like to talk about politics.
Well, I'm not a big, but she's passionate about it. It's not that I'm just not as versed in it, and I don't know. I don't have the passion for it that she does. I am very frustrated by politics on both sides. Really, I am on both sides. I fuck them all. Really, is my perspective. But I'm glad that my boo, who is keeps in the know and follows all the things that she needs to be following and keeps me informed and others informed. So y'all make sure y'all follow her. I am Day Madison, because she gon' she gonna give you the real. So I'm glad we got to get a real to the folks that are watching our podcast today.
And also follow my daughter. I'm very proud of her. Mermaid.tm on TikTok.
Yes, she be in them streets, y'all. She be in them streets talking to the people, spreading the word. So, and we might have some news pretty soon about something. Her and her mom, a little collab,
Yes, we'll be launching a mom and daughter podcast very soon.
I think that's gonna be dope.
Where we will be tackling issues on politics and racism.
Boom.
Yes, coming in the new year, so look out for that.
There you go. She getting her little twin, her mini me, for them to have all these phenomenal conversations. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. So that's coming.
Yes, it's coming very soon. Yes.
All right, beautiful. Well, thank you. This was great.
Appreciate you.
All right, baby. So let's roll out.
Okay, this was such a great show, and thank you for tackling politics with me.
This was amazing. I'm so happy that we got to talk about something that you love talking about.
Oh, we should do this again soon.
We will.
Okay, because there's so much to talk about with politics.
There's a lot, and so I'll get more versed and more comfortable with it. I promise. All right, you ready to roll out?
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
As usual,
keep your head on a swivel, baby.
Don't smoke nothing you ain't rolled.
Don't forget to look out for your neighbors.
Especially during the holidays.
And until next time,
peace.
Follow us on YouTube at 2 Dope Ass Grandmas and engage with our content. Join our community, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Listen to our podcast on all your favorite platforms you listen to podcasts. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at 2 Dope Ass Grandmas. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at I am Day Madison. And follow PJ on TikTok and Instagram at she is_PJ.